I still recall that night as if it were burned into my memory. The room was shrouded in a soft dimness, the only light coming from my phone. She was in the kitchen, laughing on a call, a laugh that once felt like it was meant only for me. I can't explain why I decided to check her phone that evening. There was never a hint of suspicion before, but then I saw it. Messages from someone else. Not just light-hearted exchanges or casual banter, but words that should have been kept between lovers, now being shared with someone who wasn't me. Wish you were here instead. Last night was unforgettable. And the worst part? I'm just tired of pretending. Pretending? Had that been my role in her life all along? Frozen in place, each word cut deeper than the last. The sound of her laughter from the kitchen struck me like a slap. I wanted to confront her, demand answers, scream, but I couldn't find the words. Instead, I left. No argument, no drama, just silence. I walked out of the house we had built together, quietly closing the door behind me, without saying a word. I didn't block her. I didn't delete her number. I didn't even change my routine. I simply disappeared from her world, but the pain didn't vanish with me. The days that followed were hollow. Every room felt vacant. Every corner whispered memories. Her toothbrush still next to mine, her sweater draped over the chair. The scent of her perfume lingered on my pillow, a ghost that refused to leave. I tried pretending to be fine. Friends called, but I let them go to voicemail. Family checked in, and I smiled and said, "I'm just tired." But inside, I was falling apart. Every time my phone buzzed, my heart would race, only to find it wasn't her. At first, anyway. Then came the messages. "Where are you? Why did you leave? Talk to me, please." I saw them all, read each one, but I never replied. She didn't deserve a response. Not after everything. Not after seeing the truth of what she thought of me. Still, I couldn't bring myself to block her. Maybe I was waiting for something. Maybe I wanted her to feel the same hurt I was feeling. Or maybe I just couldn't let go. Nights were the hardest. That's when the silence felt unbearable. Every memory would return, uninvited, and I'd sit by the window, watching the rain, imagining her still in the kitchen, laughing, texting someone else. I told myself I was strong. Walking away had been the right choice. She wasn't coming back, and that was fine. But deep down, I was lying to everyone, to myself. Then, one night, everything changed. It had been 3 weeks. The messages had stopped, and the silence had settled in deeper. Then it rained again, a storm much like the one the night I left. I sat by the door, curled up, tears silently tracing down my face. I didn't hear the knock at first. It was soft, almost tentative, like a heartbeat, then louder. I opened the door, and there she was, drenched, trembling, mascara streaking down her cheeks, hair plastered to her face. She looked nothing like the girl I had left behind. She looked broken, as if she had finally realized the weight of the damage her actions had caused. She didn't say anything at first. She just stood there, staring at me, her eyes swollen, hands shaking. Then she whispered, "I didn't sleep with him. I didn't kiss him. I never meant to hurt you." I wanted to shut the door. I wanted to scream at her, remind her of every cruel word I had read. But instead, I stood still. She took a step forward, placing her hand gently on my chest. "I lied to him," she said. "I told him things I didn't mean, trying to fill a void I lost in myself, not because of you. I thought I needed something else, but when you left without a word, I realized it was always you." I stood there silent, not because I forgave her, but because the noise in my chest drowned out my thoughts. She went on. "I came by every day, stood across the street, watched your window light go off. I just didn't have the courage until tonight. Then, she did something that completely broke me. She hugged me, tightly, as if she were holding on to the version of herself she had lost. I didn't hug her back immediately. I couldn't, but I didn't stop her either. We stood there in the rain, two people drowning in their mistakes, clinging to each other for air. I wish I could tell you that it ended in some sort of fairy tale, that I forgave her instantly, that trust was restored overnight. But healing doesn't happen that way. Some nights we spoke, other nights we sat in silence. She never begged for forgiveness. She earned it slowly, not with grand gestures, not with flowers, but with truth, consistency, and presence. And me? I didn't forget, but I started to understand. Not because the pain went away, but because love, true love, sometimes has to be lost before it can truly be found again.